Hi, I'm Meg from I Teach Stamping, and welcome to this video tutorial. Today I'm going to teach you how to make this cute little pocket card, and it all started with a kit. Let me show you how. So let's start with our punching. We're going to start with the scallop tag topper punch, and I have a piece of Smoky Slate that's going to be 4 1/4 by 2 inches. I'm going to slide it into the punch and punch. And that's going to give me my great little tag there, and then we've got some extra. Then the only other thing we need to punch is using a heart punch, and I'm going to use some Primrose Petals cardstock. We're going to punch out this heart. Alright, so punching is done, and now it's time to move on to our dry embossing. So I'm going to dry emboss a piece of the Primrose Petals that's going to be right at 3 1/4 by 4 3/4. I'm going to use the Perfect Polka Dots embossing folder. Zip that on through. And then the only other piece that we need to dry emboss is that heart that we punched up using the same embossing folder. So that's going to give us our fabulous texture there. All right, now we're ready to do our stamping. We're going to stamp on a piece of Whisper White and this here. So this Whisper White is going to be 1 3/4 by 3 3/8 inches. I'm going to bring in my Stamp-A-Ma-Jig. I'm going to be using the Just Saying stamp set, and I'm going to use my Primrose Petals marker. And of course you can do this with whatever color you want. So I just want to ink up the thanks part. I don't want the G thanks, just the thanks. Once you have it good and inked up, then we're just going to stamp it onto this tag. I'm going to get it all lined up here and use my grid paper to help me get that nice and straight as well. Put this in place. And don't be in a hurry. This ink can completely dry. And then when you're ready to use it, you pick it up and you give it what I call the breath of life. So the warm, moist air from your mouth is going to re-moisten it up so it stamps perfect for you. Then we're going to do the same thing with the You're the Best, also from the Just Saying stamp set. And I'm going to stamp it onto my tag, that Whisper White section that we just talked about. Still using my stamp positioner, the Stamp-A-Ma-Jig. I want the You're the Best a little bit higher than halfway. Once again, the breath of life, and stamp. So we have that, and now we're ready to do our assembling. This is my favorite part. So we're going to start by talking about the card base. So the base for our card is going to come from the note cards that come in that kit. And so what I've done is I took my paper trimmer and I cut down 1.5 inches and then cut it across. Right? Then we're going to take that fabulous polka dot paper that we created, and I'm just going to put this on the inside. Get it nice and lined up in the center. And then I've got sticky strip for this down here. So just around the 3 sides, and then we close it. Then we've created our pocket. All right, so that part is done. We can add our pattern paper now if we want. So this is also from that kit. I just cut it down to 3 1/4 by 3 1/4. And that's gonna go on the front. And then we'll finish embellishing it in just a bit. Let's go ahead and turn our attention to the tag. Now, when I stamped this, I messed up just a smidge and I got some ink where I didn't want it. We call this an embellishing opportunity. So I'm going to take my Primrose Petals ink pad and the little heart that's from that same stamp set, the Just Saying, and because I don't want to put the heart in place and then realize it still doesn't cover the boo-boo, I am going to use my Stamp-A-Ma-Jig. Normally I wouldn't, but since we're doing boo-boo correction, it's the perfect time to. Okay, so we've got that. And now no more boo-boo. Simple. Okay, now let's go ahead and finish assembling this tag. So when I cut this piece down to 3 1/4 by 3 1/4, I had some left over of this pattern paper. So I cut it to 1 1/4 by, or I'm sorry, 1 3/4 by 1/2 inch. And I'm just going to put this down here at the bottom. So I wanted to leave myself room to write or just even sign it just a little bit right here. And then we're going to take this and we're going to put it onto our tag. So now all we have to do is embellish the top of our tag. I'm going to use the 10-second bow maker and some of the baker's twine that came in the kit, and I'm just going to tie a double loop bow using the 10-second bow maker. And when you get the 10-second bow maker, you get access to videos on how to do all these cool bows. I'm going to pull this off, use my ribbon scissors, get it kind of trimmed up there. And then I'm going to use one of the buttons that also came in this kit. So a mini glue dot is going to secure all of this together. And with these buttons, you can either have it all shiny or you can have that fun little finish on the inside. I'm going to have this one be all shiny. So I'm just going to press that onto a glue dot and put it right onto that tag. And then take this and drop it right on top. All right, fun. All right, now this is gonna drop into here, and then the recipient can use it as a bookmark or whatever they want. Now let's hurry up and finish this out. So I'm gonna take my adhesive, put it onto my tag, and put my heart on an angle like that. I'm gonna use some dimensionals behind here. And one other thing, so in this kit you get this glimmer paper right here, and you've got long tags and you've got short tags. I'm going to take one of the short tags, and it's already notched out on the side for you. I'm going to use a mini glue dot. I found that that's the adhesive of choice for me when working with the glimmer paper, not necessarily a tape runner. So we're going to take this, and that way we're adding just a little shimmer to this project. Peel off these backings. And then put this on here like so. So your cute little project is done. You've got this great little pocket, and then you've got a little bookmark and a tag all in one. So I hope you enjoyed learning how to make this project. If you like this video, please be sure to like it below, and also be sure to share it with your friends. Again, I'm Meg from I Teach Stamping, and have a great day.